quite stark because they've only won half of their games since they went to Paris last year, and actually they've lost almost a third of the games that they have played since going to Paris last season. And the context of that really is that I mentioned that the lead that they had at the top of the table, but I think the feeling was that they took their foot off the gas towards the back end of last season. They had such a significant lead at the top, and they've not really managed to turn things on since then. They had the huge summer outlay. But I think from what we were hearing earlier, yes, there are mitigating circumstances for Arne Slot. They had a big summer spend that would have affected how players settled at the start of the season. But you would have expected Liverpool to get better as the season has gone on. Once players become more settled, once the manager almost figures out the balance of his side. But we have seen the same problems reoccurring week after week for Liverpool. And those issues simply haven't been fixed. Teams are hitting it long, where they have to defend set pieces. And I'm afraid that's where we're at the moment in the Premier League. So the fact that he's not been able to fix those issues is a real warning sign. Combine that with the defeat against Manchester City, that it's okay to lose against Manchester City. Teams lose against Manchester City. But the manner of that defeat has people questioning him higher up in the club, I'm sure.
And Jody, how difficult is it to move on from such a crushing defeat like that?
I think it depends, really. I think what you would want is a massive competition playing against a massive football team in the latter stages. And thankfully for them, I think it's come at the right time. I mean, you never really want to be playing against that level of competition like regularly, because you could be likely to lose games. But if I was coming off the back of that 4-0 defeat in the manner, like Dave said, in which they lost, I would love this game. And we have to say, if they get they should take confidence from how Chelsea played against PSG away for the first 70 minutes. Chelsea was every bit as good as PSG for that first 70 minutes. And knowing what Anfield is like for second legs, particularly in the Champions League, they should take confidence from that.
And the game last season, it was one of the biggest smash and grabs you'll ever see. PSG absolutely ran that game against Liverpool, but they ended up winning it in the end. I'm sure Arne Slot would take that again this evening, but I'd be interested to see how he sets up the team, because as you say, Chelsea were well in the game in Paris, and they weren't kind of sat in.
No, went after them, pressed high. I thought they matched them up all over the pitch. And
so does Slot do that tonight and risk that?
I mean, I think it's one of those risk versus reward ones where you've got these high pressing teams that can go and get after the game. Sometimes that gives you an opportunity to go in behind a lot more. So Liverpool will be having a look at how high PSG's line come and how much they want to put them under pressure, and go, OK, then we might have to go blow for blow and see who comes out on top.